Hi, this is Roscoe with Cooking with Cyber, and this is your news for February 26, 2024. United Healthcare's Change Healthcare's hack has caused delays in prescriptions. So a lot of prescriptions are being delayed because of this hack that I talked about on Friday. It's causing headaches all over the place. People are really worried. I think the biggest thing is that they're worried about panic, and they haven't put the system back online yet because they're worried about the effects that it had on the infrastructure of the company. So it's possible that they're going to roll out a backup system temporarily until that's taken care of. And in other news, subdomain takeover caused by spammers. And so this threat actor known as Resurrect Ads has caused some problems for a while now, and over 8,000 subdomains were affected. And so these websites, they have their domains and they have subdomains. And when you're doing web web application penetration testing, you'll go through all these subdomains and you'll find flaws in them. And so it looks like they used a bunch of these tools to be able to do that. And so there are some of the systems that were affected were eBay, Marvel, McAfee, MSN, Pearson, and VMware. So yeah, I would look out for that. It's kind of a big news that's under the radar. So I'm not sure how these companies are dealing with it, how it's affecting bug bounties and other things going on out there. But the company or the threat actor Resurrect Ads seems to be a pretty big player in that realm. So they have quite the massive infrastructure, and they're able to do a lot to get at these companies. So it's real scary stuff because they're harvesting credentials and they're using fake subdomains after taking over the subdomains to harvest credentials and get other information from people, such as credit card numbers and social security numbers. So I would definitely watch out for what you're doing. Be always vigilant. So and other news, malicious hackers are targeting ConnectWise ScreenConnect in recent exploits. So there's a big exploit out there that is causing the ConnectWise ScreenConnect to be unsecure, to say the least. So I'd also watch out for that one. That one you should read more into, because especially if you're using ConnectWise. And finally, in the picture over here, we have VX Underground is hosting trivia night on March 8th. So I would look out for that if you want to get into hacker trivia. So VX Underground is really cool, and you can check them out on X, formerly known as Twitter. And we got a video from guitars.com or guitar.com featuring Hudson Electronics UK's broadcast AP pedal. So I want you to check it out. Normally we have a guitar review. I know we've done the amp review. This is our first pedal review that we're looking at today. And so guitar.com put this out, and you can also find it available on YouTube. So let's check this out real quick here. All right. So yeah, that was the pedal. It's around $400. Kind of pricey for a pedal. It sounds like this might be something if you're looking for that kind of signature sound or something to chain up on your pedal board. I'm not sure if I would buy it. I could get something a little bit cheaper than $400 that could do something similar, or you got a multi-effects pedal to do the job. It does seem cool. It's kind of got this real 50s vibe, maybe early 60s, something a little bit more retro. You know, it's got the heavy duty metal casing, and some of the guts seem really cool. I'm not the pedal expert out there, so somebody really into pedals might think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But you know, for me, I'm just, you know, I'll Tube Screamer is fine. Probably I'm buying a clone. I had the Jet City Tube Screamer Tube Screamer clone at one point. I really enjoyed that pedal. So I guess you'd have to have a really need for something like this, or you know, you might just be into pedals and you're willing to fork out $400 for this pedal. It does sound pretty cool. I don't want to, you know, sell it short, but it has the two sides and you can blend the two sides together. So it does have some features that are desirable, I guess. So I would go check that out at HudsonElectronicsUK.com, and check out the article on guitar.com, or check it out on YouTube. So uh, our cooking segment today was the steak enchilada soup, and so it was 1 can of the GV fajita seasoned beef strips, which I picked up and I wanted to try out. These were two products that I had picked up a little bit ago, and I was looking to try them out and see what I could actually do with them. See if they were actually of some sort of quality. I know some people are, you know, iffy about canned meat. You know, I can see that. I do I do buy canned meat from time to time just because it's nice to have something in the pantry backup if you're running low, or you want to make a cheap lunch or dinner. You know, especially if it's just you and two people, or you're the adults and you want to eat this and then feed the kids some chicken nuggets like we did. So um, the rest of the recipe is 1 can of Campbell's Fiesta Nacho cheese soup. That was the other thing that I was experimenting with, and I thought this was actually pretty phenomenal for what you were paying for. You know, it's under $2. If you don't want to get out the big block of Velveeta or make your own nacho cheese, this is a good alternative to that. You could do a lot of different things with this. This soup was just something, you know, I thought it would be good to slap together because it was quick and it was really delicious. Me and Alicia really loved the soup. It was killer. So it goes together in like 5 minutes. You're just dumping a bunch of stuff in the big pot on high and letting it simmer for a little bit and mixing it up. So I mean, there's nothing to this recipe. You'll love it. So 1 can of chili beans, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of shredded cheddar, and a cup and a half of pre-cooked rice. I mean, I also used the gravy in here from my mom's pork chops. So check out the video. It's coming up right after this. Hi, this is Roscoe with Cooking with Cyber, and today we're going to be doing chicken enchilada soup. I'm going to be using two new ingredients that I haven't tried before. One of them is these fajita seasoned beef strips, and the other one is Fiesta Nacho Cheese Campbell's soup. So this one I got from Walmart. They were pretty cheap, and this one is readily available pretty much anywhere. So we're going to see how it goes. So I'm going to start off. So some of the other ingredients I'm using, I got about a cup of salsa. I got a can of chili beans, they're red kidney beans. I got about a cup and a half of rice. 1 tortilla chopped up into strips. About a cup of cheddar cheese. I have some of my gravy that I've used with my stuffed pork chops. I got a cup of milk to add to it, and then I have some cornstarch. And I'm actually going to start today by using some bacon fat that I had laying around. It'll just help. Olive oil isn't always the best thing to cook with, and so my blend is olive oil, vegetable oil, and grapeseed oil. But today we're going to do something different because we're making this cool soup. heat up a bit. Too bad. So see what this stuff is all about. Let's start by opening up our fajita beef. Just going to throw the whole thing in there. You want to come closer so you can look? It's got to warm up a little bit. So recently I just started doing shorts, and I've been posting shorts of Buddy the dog. And some of my other stuff. So check out the shorts, they've been doing real well. They've been doing really well. So Buddy's pretty popular. And the Niagara Falls short has done really well. So please check those out. Help support the channel by checking out some of the other videos. Okay, now that's coming up to temperature. I'm going to throw in my beans. These beans were actually hot chili beans, so we'll see how it goes. This should be like a kind of like a nice Southwest Tex-Mex kind of flavor. I'm gonna throw in my tortillas so that they cook down a bit. This is supposed to be a nice simple recipe that you can just open a couple cans and throw some things in, stuff that you have laying around. Something that you might just be able to just cook on high the whole time. I was going to throw in onions and green peppers that I had laying around, but I just kind of decided since I had the salsa, I would just throw the salsa in there and it would just, you know, it would all work out. I'm not sure if I'll actually need the cornstarch that I have over there, the slurry, because of all the other stuff, like the beans and the rice will help thicken it. But I have it over there just in case. And plus there's some cornstarch in the gravy too, so. But we'll see how it goes, as always. Speaking of the gravy, oh look at that. Cold gravy, just like Jell-O. Oh yeah. Starting to look like soup already. Really excited to see this Fiesta Nacho Cheese Soup. Never used that before, so it'd be really interesting to see how that is. Oh wow. Let's get a look at that. That's really interesting. Pours out. It looks like there's some peppers and stuff in that too. Scrape her out with the spatula. That does look pretty good. For opening a couple cans, it's not too bad. Gonna pour in this milk to boost it up a little bit. Make it a little creamier. And then it'll be more soup-like. Add the cheese. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need that cornstarch at all. Yeah, look at that. What was that? 3 to 5 minutes and the soup is ready. I cooked it all on high heat just because it was just dumping stuff in there. I'm not really sauteing much. So let it go a minute. I can even turn it down a little bit now and just let it mingle. Let it simmer for a minute or so. But yeah, that's our beef enchilada soup, and that's cooking with Cyber. And here are my sources. Check out the articles for yourself, see what it's all about, and especially if you're not familiar with hacking, but you're worried about your security of your credit cards and other information that's valuable to you. Some of this information might really help you out. It's not just for the geeks in the world who are just into hacking and cybersecurity. This is for people, and especially some of the more vulnerable people who don't use technology that much, or they have limited presence on the internet, so they're not really investigating into some of this stuff. So it's really valuable information. I would check it out for yourself. And my guitar sources. So check those out. The videos can be found at guitar.com and on YouTube. And you could also check out their website or Amazon. There's links down there if you want to buy it for $400. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. I really enjoyed everything that you guys do for me. Got a huge response for my shorts that I just started doing. My shorts from Niagara Falls, all the videos of Buddy, and I'm starting to do some cooking shorts as well. Those have been getting some traction as well. So look out for the shorts. Maybe take a peek, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.